And that means it is time for today's health. And this morning, joining us once again, we have Karen Donaldson with Excel. Thank you so much for getting up so early and joining us today. And we have this weird green thing on the table, and it looks pretty. I mean, it's almost like a bouquet.
I know. I brought you some flowers.
Oh,
isn't that nice?
Valentine's Day. Actually, it should be for my husband. It's his birthday today,
so
honey, I'll bring these home for you. Okay, Karen, so what are we talking about today?
Well, you're always fun because you weren't sure what it was or what it tasted like, and so we get to do this live, and you actually get to experience it. It's bokchoy. It's just a type of bokchoy.
Okay.
It's just a type of Chinese cabbage. Just a little something different to spice up the vegetables. You know, sometimes we get stuck in the same old ruts and broccoli, cauliflower, carrots, whatever. But this is a really good vegetable. It's very versatile. Lots of different things you can do with it. It actually tastes very good, too. So we probably should talk though a little bit about what to look for and how to wash it and so forth. It comes obviously in a head like this. You want to separate the pieces off, just pull them apart, or you could chop them off at the end.
Okay, so just kind of like a head of romaine lettuce.
Yeah, think of it kind of like celery too. You would wash the individual stalks, and if you look at this one here, you can see it definitely does need to be washed.
Yeah,
there'll be a little bit of dirt and stuff in there. So take them apart, wash them, and the whole thing is actually quite edible. So you can eat the stalk, you can eat the leaves. You probably wouldn't want to eat this part right here. This is a little bit, the leaves are turning kind of yellow, so they're a little bit old.
Where it's green, it's
green and white.
Thumbs up.
It's thumbs up. You could probably eat it, probably wouldn't kill you, but it might not taste very good. So if you were going to put it like in a stir fry, you might slice it into little pieces. So
that does look a lot like celery.
It is a lot like celery. It's a little more tender than celery, and it has a slightly different flavor. If you're brave enough, you can taste it.
Am I supposed to? I was wondering.
That was your cue.
Okay, let's try this.
I think it's good. It's not really strong.
I was going to say it's not strong at all, and it's actually very juicy. Like you bite into it, and it has a lot of juice and moisture. If that
kind of surprising, yeah. So you could stir fry these little pieces, you know, and add them to some stir fry dish, but you could also just eat them plain.
Yeah, and that's the perfect flavor for a stir fry, or even on top of a salad to add in.
Yes.
Kind of has that flavor. And I was telling you a little bit about kimchi, and it's a fermented cabbage that's really delicious. It's a Korean food, and that kind of has that texture-y, so you know, putting it with, for me, hot sauce or you know, something like
spicy,
that.
Yes, she could do whatever she wants with it.
Would be very, very good.
You could even make a salad just by itself and throw in a couple of other vegetables.
Because this kind of adds is like the lettuce.
The lettuce leaves.
Keep cutting it.
Exactly. And a lot of people in their recipes will actually just stir fry the whole entire leaf. And it's kind of like with spinach, there's a lot of water in it, so it is going to shrink down quite a bit. But if you stir fried it with something else or put it in a stew or a casserole, you would still get all of that nutrition. It would go right into the food. And so
this is very low calorie. It has a bunch of your vitamins.
A cup of it has like 10 calories.
Oh,
it's ridiculously low. Lots of vitamins, minerals, antioxidants, fiber, good flavor, just something different to spice things up a little bit.
Okay, wonderful. And then just at any supermarket, any store?
I just got this at Winco. Locally, it's in the produce section, yes, along with those other vegetables.
Along with the other ones that we need to buy.
Usually kind of up on the top, out of the way. It's not quite as mainstream as some of the regular vegetables that we eat, but it's very delicious. This keeps a long time. I've had this in the fridge over a week.
Oh, wow.
Because I just didn't get around to cooking it, so I probably better make it tonight. But it works well in stir fry, soups, salads, or just crunchy or just plain.
And what's it called again for my?
Bokchoy.
Bokchoy. Okay.
B-O-K-C-H-O-Y.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much for coming on the show, Karen, and sharing this wonderful bokchoy produce. There's a lot more still to come. We'll be right back.